Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching the POW, Political Vigilante, bringing you truth and justice. This is the people's channel. You guys support it. I don't get any money from billionaires. I'm getting ads. I don't get, you guys, this is your channel. This is by the people, for the people. That's why you're the best and smartest fans on the internet. You're critical thinkers. Even if I say stuff you don't agree with, you don't flip out. No, Graham, blah, blah, blah. You just support what we're doing because I'm just trying to get to the truth. I'm just trying to show you what's going on and how they all lie and distract us. So did you know that the US has bombed Somalia several times? I didn't know that. And I'm going to show, I had to go to this obscure website to find out about it, because look what happens if we go to CNN.com. Okay. This is CNN.com, right? You think if the U.S. is bombing a country, we should know about it. The American citizens and the American media would be all over this. What's the front page? It's a U.S. bombs Somalia, and tell us why. Why are we bombing Somalia? Does anybody know why? I mean, I can tell you why. They have large oil reserves. What? America's bombing an oil country? But let's see what's on CNN.com. Oh, Mar-a-Lago. This is CNN's. Mar-a-Lago flood draws attention of prosecutors of Trump documents case. Okay. Look, a president stealing documents. All right, fine. I mean, they could indict all presidents, which I wish they would. Unresponsive jet lost contact. Officials tackle LA phenomenon. People living in RVs on the streets. Okay. What else do we got here? Black mother of 4 was shot and killed by her neighbor. Why does her race have to be in the title? Just a mother was shot, so she was a black. Why is that? So they're keeping everything talking about race. Ukrainian troops are making advances around eastern city of Bakhmut. So we're going to talk about the Ukrainian army before we talk about the U.S. military. Isn't that interesting? And of course, there's no story here about, oh, Ukrainian has neo-Nazis in its army and we're backing them. There's no this story here about the homeless problem. They're not sitting here going, with all this money we're spending in Ukraine, why can't we make it so people in LA don't have to live in RVs on the street, right? So no mention of this. How Tim Scott responded to Joy Behar's comments on The View. All right, look at this. Ukraine agents carried out Kremlin drone attack. Multiple sources say, yeah. It's all this. Arnold Schwarzenegger explains Netflix docuseries, how he told wife about his secret son. The case for a 2023 U.S. recession is crumbling. So there's no recession? Oh, there's no recession now? But here's what actually happened, folks. This is from antiwar.com, a website I highly recommend you follow. Watch, read, subscribe. U.S. launches second U.S. airstrike in Somalia within a week. We've bombed them twice in a week. Not a peep from mainstream media. Not a peep. U.S. has bombed Somalia 3 times since May 20th. U.S. Africa Command, AFRICOM, announced that it launched an airstrike in Somalia on June 1, marking the second U.S. bombing in the country within a week and a third since May 20th. The strike was launched about 37 miles southwest of Kismayo, a port city in southern Somalia. The command claimed the strike killed 3 al-Shabaab fighters and that its initial assessment found no civilians were harmed. Oh, it's weird that the Pentagon never finds it. We never heard of a civilian, even though locals will say, yeah, you killed a bunch of civilians. But we should always believe the Pentagon. What reason do they have to lie other than cover up their own numbers and make it seem like they're only doing good rather than blowing up poor countries for money? It said the U.S. airstrike destroyed military equipment that al-Shabaab took from the base. Even if everything that the military is saying is accurate, how come CNN, when we're talking about Ukraine and what our own military is doing? Wow. AFRICOM said that the U.S. strike on May 20 wounded 1 al-Shabaab member. The May 20 airstrike marked the first known U.S. bombing in the country claimed by AFRICOM since February 21st. So we bombed them before, and we haven't talked about it. You got to come to shows like this to find out about it. In May 2022, President Biden ordered the deployment of 500 troops to Somalia. Do you remember that? Last May, when everyone was talking about the SCOTUS leak of Roe v. Wade, which again, Roe v. Wade, an important subject, but no mention of the deployment of troops. I did a video on it. And again, why are we sending troops to Somalia? Oh, there's oil. Why are we in Ukraine? Because Putin has a pipeline that's feeding Western Europe that cuts into our oil profits. So we can't let that happen, which is why the United States blew up the Nord Stream pipeline. Seymour Hersh confirmed it, and the media won't talk about that either. But I've been demonetized for almost 3 years. Isn't that nice? I've had Instagram ads for my new comedy special, Manifested, which you can see at grandmelwood.com, for being too political. 5 ads for being too political, because I talk about the war machine, billionaires, the corrupt two-party system, the media, all deemed too political by Instagram, which is owned by Facebook. We don't have freedom of speech in this country, and we don't have freedom of press if they won't even cover our own military airstrikes. So if the U.S. media won't cover the U.S. military, who's covering it? Biden ordered the deployment back in May of last year up to 500 troops to Somalia. When Congress recently debated a resolution introduced by Matt Gaetz to withdraw from Somalia, House members said there were 900 troops in the country. Gaetz' resolution failed in a vote of 102 to 321. He got crushed 3-1, bipartisan crushed. I'm no Matt Gaetz fan, like he's a weasel and a creep, but at least he's trying to pull us out of Somalia. And even his own party was like, nah, we got to keep the wars going, baby. They're good for profit. So this is what's happening in Somalia. There's the map. And the U.S. media won't tell you about it. You got to come talk to a surfing vegan comedian doing a show in his apartment. That's how you got to find out about this. I got to scroll through Twitter and find some link to an antiwar.com post. Unbelievable, man. But as I showed you in the 2020 campaign cycle, the defense industry donated $49 million across all candidates in 2020. Senate, Congress, and the White House. Bernie Sanders got $800,000 for his presidential bid. He was in third place. Second place was Donald Trump, $2.7 million. First place, Joe Biden, $3.1 million. That's why there's never-ending war. That's why there's bipartisan support for war. That's why there's bipartisan voting down the ending of war. And that's why the media, which the defense industry buys tens of millions of dollars in ad time on all CNN, MSNBC, Fox, ABC, CBS, all of them. That's why. It's a big system, man. It's a big corrupt system. Follow the money, connect the dots, get the truth. Support what we're doing, everybody. Go to grandmelwood.com, sign up for our newsletter. We send out one once a month, and we can't get censored. You can't get censored. I can't get throttled by some big tech company on social media. If I have your email address, I can directly email you. And if you put your zip code in there, then I know what city you're in, and I can email you when I'm coming to your town specifically to perform. And support what we're doing, because like I said, I'm going to El Salvador at the end of the month to interview people and really see how Bitcoin has changed their country for the better. And I want to see it for myself firsthand. So keep supporting what we're doing. Like I said, patreon.com/GrandMelwood, rockfin.com/GrandMelwood, Venmo. I have a P.O. box if you want to stay anonymous. A million ways to support what we're doing. Thank you so much. This is how we're going to make Gotham great again. Shave your knuckles for justice. Boom. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. We are still in our 9th month of demonetization from YouTube. So support what we're doing at patreon.com/GrandMelwood or rockfin.com/GrandMelwood, which is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. It's free to sign up, and there's a premium level at $10 a month. And for that, you get everybody on the platform's premium content. Myself, Lee Camp, Ron Placone, Jimmy Dore, Whitney Webb, Kim Iverson, Abby Martin, and many, many others. You can also support what we're doing at Venmo at Graham-Elwood, and go to grahamelwood.com. We have a PayPal button and a PO box. I also have crypto wallets, which are all in the show notes. Thanks for supporting what we do.